Guys, you are welcome to the Magic House content space. Let me show you guys around. This is some of my work, something that can inspire you as you walk into our space, before you get to where you take your picture. I have some amazing works on the wall here. We have some some stubborn cats here. All right, so this is my Magic House space. If you are looking for a place to create amazing content, photography, you're a photographer and you have a client in Lagos, you want to do your pre-wedding photo shoot, birthday shoot, corporate headshot, any type of shoot, even family sessions, of course you can come to my space at a very affordable rate, and get to enjoy the beautiful facility that we have put together here. So this is one of the spaces. You see how beautiful, stunning it looks. So don't come too close to me. Let's show them how beautiful this place looks. See the little elements we have on the walls. We have this mirror, fancy mirror design on the sides, and we're intentional with the lighting. So we put nice spotlights so that when your client is standing in front of the mirror, they get to enjoy the beauty of the spotlight. You understand? They get to enjoy the beauty of the spotlight. And we also have this shelf design here. It's very beautiful, as you can see. Lovely element. It comes with a sofa. We won't have some other sofa. If you don't want this particular sofa, we can change the sofa to a different sofa with this center row. Nice elements. Everything looks beautiful. Looking at the video now, I'm sure you are enjoying the ambience of the space. The chandelier, the flooring, the lighting, and all this touch of green that we added that will give this nice, beautiful element to our video. We have this other corner here, another beautiful space. It's still on. We are doing a little renovation right now, but as you can see, it's a beautiful space. We have this corner. We also have this huge sofa. We have this beautiful artwork on the wall, and all of these things can be moved around, so they are not static. You can move them around to your choice. Maybe you don't want the sofa here, you want to use the wall, you want to move the flowers. All of these flowers are all mobile. You can move them around to do all of the things that you want to do. It's just the perfect space to really create what you want to create. And like I said earlier, if you are looking for a space at an affordable rate, I happen to be a photographer, so I don't really want to stress you guys out. So I made sure our rates are very affordable here at Magic House, so that it will be easy for you to come, even if you want to shoot the model. Hello, beautiful people. Beautiful people, how are you guys doing today? Good evening, everyone. I'm sitting here in an hotel room all the way from Port Harcourt City. I came here to shoot a wedding, but there's no way I would cancel our class. Nothing will make it cancel, so I had to just make arrangement using my DJI Pocket to run the stream. So I know the setup today is different from what you guys are used to, but I believe you guys will bear with me. Welcome everyone. If you can hear me clearly, please write in the comment section so I can know you can hear, because I'm using a different setup today. I'm shooting with this DJI Osmo Pocket, and I hope it's clear. Let me show you guys the back so you guys can see what I'm shooting with. This is what I'm shooting with today. I'm just showing you guys through the mirror, so we just have to make do with this, but I believe you guys can hear me loud and clear. I'm even surprised that this thing can live stream like this, and the quality is actually very nice. I'm not even shooting with any serious light source. Just this light I bounced off the wall to give me some illumination into the room. All right, so for those of you that are introducing yourself, I welcome you all. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Oluseyi Magic. I'm CEO at Rare Magic Studios and founder of Rare Magic Academy. Tonight, we are going to have an interactive session. I'll be running you guys through my editing workflow from color grading all the way to retouching. But the whole approach I want to use to teach you guys tonight is to handle your pinpoints to help you find ease when it comes to the areas that you are struggling with. All right, someone is saying the voice raised a little bit. I don't know what that means. I think he wants me to add some volume, so let me do that. Do that from here. Okay. All right, so I just added some volume. I hope it sounds louder and better now. All right, so as I was saying, the essence of today's class, I want to use this class to, make it interactive. I don't just want to just sit down and just edit while you watch. I want it to be interactive where you guys can ask questions, you guys can tell me what your challenges are as we get started. You guys will ask questions. I want the whole session. I don't want to be here for too long. Maximum 30 minutes, we're out of here. But for that 30 minutes, I want you guys to be able to express your challenges as I flow. So when I open Lightroom and we start the color grading as I'm doing my explanation, I want you guys to tell me what you feel, ask questions, what are your challenges. Don't be shy. Just keep asking your questions. That way I would be able to, answer you directly. So the whole essence of tonight's class is to make this editing workflow as interactive as possible. That's the whole essence. Hey, do some BTS, but don't come behind me. The whole essence is to make it as interactive as possible. That's the plan, and I'm so excited for everything that we'll be doing in today's session. All right, so I can see people already introducing themselves. I want to go straight to the point today, so I might not dwell too much on the introduction, so we can just head straight to the class. But before we do that, please, if you have not registered for Launch 25 conference, check the link in the description of this particular video you are watching to register. Before you do that, also like this video now and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It will mean a lot. It takes a lot to do this class. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm here in Port Harcourt. I'm resting. In fact, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm exhausted. I have a wedding to shoot tomorrow, but I have to make time to educate you guys. So the least you can do is to like this video and subscribe to this channel. It will really mean a lot if you like this video and subscribe to this channel. Then, like I said earlier, also Launch 25 conference is upon us. It's going to be an amazing time. Amazing speakers. We have over 13 speakers coming. It's happening in January, but we want to know the amount of people that are willing to attend. So please go ahead and register. How do you register? Just check the description of this particular live video. You will see the link there. You can go ahead and register for this class so that you can be a part of this conference that is coming. And finally, if you want to buy any of my product, my lighting course, my retouching course, my posing course, my presets, all of my materials, you can also see the link to my store where you can get all of that. All right, so I want us to get straight to the class. Welcome again, everybody that is just joining in. And if you are just coming in, please don't run away. Do not run away. Do not run away. Do not run away. Like this video, subscribe to this channel and learn. Maximum 30 minutes we're out. Learn. Don't rush and watch one movie. Just be patient and learn. So we'll head to Lightroom in a second. So let's get started with the class. Color grading is my process. Let me run you guys through my process quickly as we get started. So this is how I do it. A lot of photographers have different ways of editing. A lot of photographers have different processes they follow. So I'm going to run you guys through my own process when it comes to editing workflow. Did you take some close-up shots of the screen, all of this setup? Get some close-up shots too. All right. Now, this is my process. I start with color grading the image. I know a lot of photographer friends that start with retouching the image, then they now do the color grading after. No, that's not my process. What I do is to start by color grading the image, so I have my color set. Before I do the retouching, I'm already satisfied with my color.
I like what I see. I balance the skin tone. I remove all these spotlight, highlight that I don't like. I add a little contrast. Then from there, I head to Photoshop and do the skin work. Now, to revise the process I just explained to you, this is how I approach it. When I am doing my color grading, I don't like to make the image pop. I actually like to make the image very flat. So my priority when I'm doing my color grading is to make the image soft as long as I have my color. Then I take it to Photoshop for retouching. So for the retouching, I retouch, of course. My process is frequency separation. Then after that, I now make the image pop. You see that's my technology. It's not peculiar to me, but that's my style. Another photographer will sit here and tell you a completely different approach. But if you want to learn the illusion magic style, that's my style. So when I'm done with my color grading on Lightroom, my image usually look very, very soft and flat and tender. It doesn't pop like what you see on my Instagram. The reason I do that is because I want my retouching to be as easy and seamless as possible. So I make it very gentle. I reduce all the contrast, all the haze, all the highlight. I take it down. Everything is looking flat and soft. It looks like there is fog on the image. It looks tender. So it makes the skin very, very, very soft. That way the retouching flows smoothly. I don't have too much shadows and highlight I'm dealing with. Of course, you can't completely eradicate it, but at least you can reduce it. Then when I'm done with my skin work, I use Dodge and Burn to bring it back. Then I had some curves and levels and all of that to make everything, come back to life. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I can see we are over 70 persons on this live right now, and only 32 persons have liked this video. It's really not fair. Like this video, it will cost you nothing just to click on the like button. For those of you that don't know, there's this button that looks like this, a hand like this. There's a button that looks like a hand like this. That's what you have to press to like this video. Just press that button. You can see it under my video, under the screen there. Just press it. You like the video. Those of you that have not subscribed to my channel, this is your opportunity to subscribe to my channel. That's the least you can do. It's a free class, so the least you can do is just to like this video to help you to push this video out there, for more people to see. All right, so let's head to Lightroom now, and let's get the magic started. Okay, so I think I have one pre-wedding photo shoot I did over here. Okay, you know what we'll do? That's the memory card of that particular pre-wedding that this guy shot for me. Bring it. I like the pictures there. I think it's a perfect picture to use to show them what we are talking about here. So give me that, then check my laptop bag. You'll see my extension so we can connect the memory card. All right, guys, so we are getting started now. Let me just select the image as I open my Lightroom for you guys. Okay, so that's it. So I want to quickly connect my extension so that I can open up the image I think I want to work with for you guys. So just hang on. So for those of you that still use trackpad to retouch, I don't know what to say to you. If you still use your trackpad or you still use mouse, yes, I think that's the most common one. If you still use mouse to retouch, I don't know what to say to you. Get a tablet. Get a tablet. It will change your retouching. It will help your retouching. Using a tablet does not mean your retouching will be cleaner than someone that's using a mouse, but it makes your work easier. It makes life easy for you. Why are you working hard when you can work soft? So please do that. Help yourself, and the Lord is your strength. Okay, so let me quickly bring in the image I want to use for. Okay, so I don't know why this thing's not coming up. All right. Okay, so let me show you guys my screen so that you will not be lost. But let me quickly run through your comment section so I know we are on the same page here. All right. Okay. So you guys are with me. So I'm heading to Lightroom now. So let me just show you guys my screen so we can get the magic started. Okay, so this is my Lightroom. I want to be sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. So I know I'm not. Can you see my Lightroom now? Please, for those of you that are just joining us, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. I can see introduction, but I don't know if you guys can see my screen. Please confirm from your YouTube there, please. I need to be sure they can see my. Okay, all right, they can see my screen. All right, so I'm on Lightroom. let me just put this to the side. Okay, so let me open the memory card. There's a pre-wedding we shot recently that I want to use to show you guys. Okay, so let me just select few images from here and use for the session. So let me just uncheck all and just pick a few that we can use. All right, so I need to open the live from here so I can see people's comments. So go to just a second, guys. I'm with you, everyone. I want to just make sure I can see your comments as I'm online. Yes, that's it. So let's take down the volume. Okay, I'm not online. So just use this one. Okay, so just a second, guys. Apologies for that. I'm trying to just access your comment section. So let me open. Let me select. So I'm selecting some images. I'm just selecting random images. I'm not particularly looking at anyone in particular. I'm just selecting random pictures that we can use for. This one was shot. There was sun in this one, so it's a good one to use. This one is just a personal image of the bride. So I'll just select those random ones. Okay, so all of the images I'm selecting were shot on a Nikon Z6 II. If you're not a Nikon shooter, it's fine. Mirrorless cameras are good. If you shoot Canon or you shoot Sony, if you use Canon or you use Sony, I believe you're good. It doesn't matter. It matters, but I will let you people know very soon where I stand. I'm not ready to say now. But very, very soon, I'll let you people know where I stand for life. But right now, I'm not going to let you people know. I'm still doing my studies. When I'm done with my study, I'll let you people know that finally, this is the camera Oluseyi Magic is using for life. But until then, let's flow. Okay, so I'm just selecting more pictures from this shoot. All right, so please do not hesitate to ask any questions. Like I said, it's an interactive class, and it is not just you to just be looking. Ask any, no matter how ridiculous it is, you just ask, I will answer. I'm looking at your question. Someone is asking the card reader name and the brand. I really don't know the name of this card reader. I just saw it in Computer Village and I got it. I really do not know the name. But if you want to get extension for Mac, I'm sure it's very easy to find. Okay, so this is another outfit. I'm selecting this image. This one was shot in the sun. So you guys will see how I color grade images that were shot in the sun. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is natural light also. Natural light also. Okay. 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 All right. I'm here. Okay. All right. So I think I'm good. Let me not take all the time selecting. So we'll start working on this. We'll just explore different images. All right, so I'm looking at your question. Someone is saying, do you retouch all your pictures? No, I do not retouch all my pictures. I retouch a few, but it's not possible to retouch all pictures. After a shoot, you select the favorites and you retouch those ones. All right, so I'm importing those images to my Lightroom so I can get the magic started. Someone is saying it's not clear.
Is the person's?
Oh, is it the person's network?
Yes.
Because I think, please, guys, let me know if you can see my screen clearly. Or maybe it's just that person's network. Because your network
Change quality.
Maybe you should change your video settings quality. Yes, change your video settings quality. So here's what you have to know, guys. If you are watching a video on YouTube and you want to enjoy the best quality, go to the settings. That same video, there's a settings option icon. Click on it. You will see, is it advanced something? Advanced resolution. That settings box, that looks like the rim of a car tire. You will see quality. You see quality, then you can go to advanced, then you can change it to the highest. Okay, this one is streaming at 720 right now. Why is it streaming at 720? Okay, I think maybe because of this so small. All right, so everybody's saying it's clear, so let me just get going. All right, so okay, back to Lightroom. Now let me start with a simple image like this. Let me start with a simple image like this, then we get the magic started. So this image was shot on an Nikon Z6 II. What was the lighting of this image? Window.
Photo and window.
Okay, yes. So there's a window coming from the left-hand side of the photographer, and you can see the shadow on the other side of the image. You can see the shadow on the other side of the image. All right, so let's get the color grading started. I already explained my procedure earlier. I go straight to color grading. I have a lot of presets I use, but we'll just stick to the Magic Signature preset for this particular one. I don't think I've installed my okay, anyways, it was made from there. All right, so I'm going to start with Magic Signature preset. So Magic Signature 1, let me show you before and after so you have an idea of what I'm getting. In fact, the way the preset is looking, you already see that the image is you already see that the image is very soft. That's the after. Someone is asking, what Lightroom do I use? I use 2025. I use the latest Lightroom and Photoshop, so it's 2025 because they've released it 2025. Okay, that's a different question. So, all right. So this is Magic Signature 1. We have Magic Signature 2. We have Magic Signature 3. I like Magic Signature 3, but let's go first. Magic Signature 4, too bright. I can edit it if I want, of course. Magic Signature 5. Magic Signature 6. And for those of you that are curious on how... Yes, this is Lightroom Classic, yes. For those of you that are curious of the camera settings, if you look at the top corner here, you see it here. It was shot on a 35mm lens and f1.4 aperture is a Sigma Art lens, ISO 250, and the shutter speed was 1/250 of a second. All right, so we have Magic Signature 5, we have Magic Signature 6. This is beautiful. The white and black is beautiful. Magic Signature 7, can you see? Magic Signature 8, Magic Signature 9, and Magic Signature 10. All right, so let me go to Magic Signature 3. I kind of like what I saw. I like the brown skin it was giving me. So let's use this. This is my choice. It can be any choice, but let's just tweak this. Of course, the image looks very dark. The image looks very, very dark, but definitely we can make it work. We can make it work. AY. All right, so now I need to plug this iPad. It's almost dead, and I need to see their comment. All right, so let's tweak this. Let's tweak this quickly. The exposure is currently at -25. Just connect your Type-C to the power bank. My exposure is -125, so it's too much. So let me just take it back to 0. Okay, good, back to 0. It looks too bright in my eyes. So let me just take down the exposure. Let me take down the exposure. All right, this is not bad. This is really not bad at all. Someone is asking that why do I prefer this flat? I prefer this flat because I can make it pop in Photoshop. I say Photoshop. I can make it pop in Photoshop. So I want it flat because of my retouching. If I add all the contrast like this, I add contrast like this, I do everything bends, everything is looking pop like this, bends. I don't enjoy retouching. It's not like I can't retouch it, but I already have too much shadows, I already have too much highlight. So it's really not what I want. So let me just Command Z for all these things I just did now. So personally, I would prefer to make it soft like this. You can see the contrast is -64. I like it soft so that the skin tone will be very, very tender, like a baby skin. If I take my contrast back to 0, you see what happens to our skin? But if I take our contrast down, our skin becomes soft. So it helps everything look soft, tender. All the air is clear, but it's too soft. I will not deliver this to my client. I'm still going to make the image pop when I head to Photoshop, but I like it this way. Then I now go and do my skin retouch. After my skin retouch, then I would now make it pop. I will show you. You will see it now. You will see the magic. You see the magic. All right. So the image is looking bent. So I want to straighten it a bit. So I just click on the crop button. Then I use, if I want to straighten an image that is bent, I always use the crop button. But if you go to the top corner, your crop up function will change to a curve. You know, when it changes to the curve, you just move it like this. You just move it to the left or move it to the right to make it straight. So I'm trying to make it straight. Okay, this looks straight to me. Yeah, let me crop it in a bit. There's too much headroom. So let me just bring it in a bit so that everything can look nice. Oh, beautiful. This is perfect. So our skin looks perfect. This is before and after. But if I feel like our skin is too red, this is an important one I want you guys to learn. If I feel like our skin is too red, all I need to do is to go to HSL, because I believe that's one of the major issues most photographers have. Skin tone. After you've applied the preset, you really do not know what you are doing. You are confused because the skin is too red or too green. The best way to do that is go to your HSL panel on Lightroom. Even if you're using Camera Raw, it's the same. Even if you're using Capture One, it's still the same. Then you go to hue. Orange is the best to use to deal with skin tone. If I take it to the left, it makes it more reddish. It's too reddish. If I take it to the right, it makes it more yellowish. So let me show you. This is -7 now, but let me take it further all the way. You see what happens? You see what happens? It becomes too red. This is how to control skin tone. You see, I didn't really affect address. If I want it not to be this red, I take it to right. It gives her that yellow, but you can see her skin is looking yellow as if she's light skin. But obviously from the original image, this lady is not very light skin. So of course I would not want to go that far. So let me just take it back to where it was. I'm just trying to show you guys how to make skin tone look. Look at this. This is beautiful. Those of you that have not bought Magic Signature preset, Magic Signature preset, what are you doing with your life? Tell me. If you've not bought Magic Signature preset, what are you doing with your life? Tell me. Buy my preset now. All right, let's carry on with the class. Don't mind me. Okay, so we need to do some post-production, some retouching. We need to do some retouching, you know. But like I said, I like to take down my highlights. Look at this here. I like to take down my highlights. You see, I take down my highlights so the skin will be soft, and I like to take down my white also. The skin will be very, very soft and tender. You know, this is my process. Now the image is looking very dull and is looking very dark, but that's how I like it. That's how I like it. I'll bring it all back to life in post. I'll bring it all back to life in post. I also love to loosen my shadow. I don't usually take my shadow down like this and everything is looking burnt. So I loosen my shadow. When I say losing my shadow, I mean I love to move my shadow slider to the right. So you understand what I mean. I love to move my shadow slider to the right, just like this. Okay, so this is the basic process I follow. Now let's head to Photoshop and see what we are doing. Before we do that, let me quickly run you through this. White balance is also important. In this particular image, I like what I see. But if you feel the image is too warm or it's too warm or too hot, let me use that word, all you need to do is to come to your temperature here and reduce it to make it cool. You know, I even like it the way I just reduce it now. It looks really nice. So I think I'll just leave it this way. But if it's too cool, you can take it to the right to make it warm. Please ask questions if you have questions. Like I said, I want this to be as interactive as possible. If you can hear me clearly, please do let me know. This comment section is looking silent, so I need to be sure I'm being heard clearly by you guys. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. So let me head to Photoshop so we can get the magic going. Okay, so and he's trying to take me back to 2024, but I reject it. I want 2025. Okay, let me not delay you guys. I don't want to waste time. Let me just use 2024 like that. I have 2025 now, so I don't know why it's not giving me that. All right, so someone is asking for my settings for export. So let's just wait for that. We are going to get there. We're going to get there because when I'm done with the images, I'll show you how I export. Personally, I export directly from Lightroom. I don't export on Photoshop. So when I'm done with my Photoshop, I save it back to Lightroom. Then I do the export there. So I'll show you my export settings for Instagram, and I'll also show you my export settings for print. All right. So my image is up on Photoshop. My image is up on Photoshop. Let's do some retouching. So the first thing I do, the best takeaway you can take now is how I make my image pop after retouching. I know a lot of you can retouch, but after retouching, there's a way I make my image pop, and I really want you guys to see that, you know. But before we get there, let's quickly do the screen retouching. She has a good skin, so there's no much spots to remove. If you don't know how to retouch, go and buy my course. I'm not going to talk too much on that, but what I can say is the first thing you need to do if you want to do screen retouching, is to take out the spots. Personally, I use spot healing and I use healing brush to take out the spots. So I'm just doing spot removal right now. There's no more spot to remove. She's a fresh woman. I'm a fresh lady. So let me go to my advanced frequency. I use advanced frequency for images like this, like half shot. When I say half shot, I mean head to knee. I tend to put my Gaussian blur somewhere around 4 or thereabouts, somewhere around that. That's where I tend to put my Gaussian blur. All right, so I've loaded my frequency separation. So let me delete this check layer. So I have my low frequency and I have my high frequency. I have different actions I use, but let's just use anyone. But since it's frequency separation, I'm sure you guys are familiar with frequency separation. So someone is asking, do you shoot RAW or JPEG and why? I shoot RAW. Don't shoot JPEG if you plan to color grade. JPEG is for sharp pictures. If you don't plan to color grade the image, do not shoot RAW. So let me explain. If you want to shoot JPEG, guys, listen to this. If you want to shoot JPEG, you are not editing too much. Maybe you don't want to color grade the image. Maybe you just add brightness and contrast for them and give the clients. You should shoot JPEG. But if you want to color grade, you add preset, you will retouch. Don't shoot JPEG, shoot RAW. You understand? Because that's what gives you more information to work with. You have to know. So I shoot JPEG. I only shoot it when I'm at an event and maybe I'm running out of space and I know it's just random shot. It's not a big deal. I can shoot JPEG. But for portrait, please, I shoot RAW. Back to business. All right. Now, in Photoshop, all right, so I've taken out the spots. I want to do the skin work. Personally, I don't like to zoom in too much like this when I'm retouching. It's not my thing. I like to zoom out so I can see the image clearly. So I'm on low frequency. I click on my mixer brush. My wet is set to 40, load 40, mix 40, flow 41. Everything's around 40. I usually leave my mixer brush settings between 30 to 40. I rarely exceed 40 and I rarely do below 30. So anything between 30 to 40 works perfectly for me. All right, can I get the touching plugin? It's an action. I sell it. Check my store. It's actually very affordable. So you can buy it. The retouching plugin. That's for Cosmos Quaco. Someone asking, I really love brown team images like this. What's the secret? It's the preset, Magic Signature preset. Check my store in the description. There's a link in the description. You can access the preset there. Everybody saw me color grade. I just pasted it. I didn't do anything magical. All right. So I saw your question. I deliver, but give me a second. Let me just retouch so we don't take too much of time. I want to be as fast as possible. All right. So let me blend my brush on her forehead like that, so I can get rid of that weird looking line. I don't know if you guys saw that line. Let me zoom in a bit so you see before, after. Can you see what I got rid of in her forehead quickly there? So let me just blend it like that. Blend the areas. So I'm editing with the Wacom tab. You can get it from Camera Joint. Amazing tab. I'm using this tab for almost 4 years now. Let me say 3 years now. Yes, I've used it for 3 years now. And it has never developed a fault. I use it on Bluetooth mode, so I don't even have to connect a cord to use it. All right, so beside that, in the middle of our nose here, I blend like this. You can see the way I'm blending. For those of you that are not good with blending, I blend like this. The side I blend separately. I blend every area of the skin separately. I don't just move colors around. As it is, I blend. I don't change things anyhow. Under eye, I blend it like that. This place too, I blend. Cheeks. Let me zoom out a tad bit so I can see more clearly. Like I said, I don't like it to be too zoomed in. So I blend like that. All right, so I guess you can see as I blend. Those of you that are close to me know how fast I can be when I retouch. I can edit 20 images in less than 30 minutes. I mean retouch. I will color grade and retouch in less than 30 minutes and I'll finish if I'm not distracted. So I can be fast like that. I'm literally done with her face, actually. and it's a live class, so it's not like I'm lying to you. So you blend the neck, you blend the chest. If you want more thorough class on retouching, get my course, but I'm sure you're learning something already. You blend the chest like that. Come to her arm. Blend the hands like that. Blend it. And so for those of you that are just joining us, please like this video right now. Like this video right now. There is a sign button like this that shows like. You can see it like this. There's a button like this that shows like. Please click on that button to like this video, and also subscribe to this channel. It will mean a whole lot to me if you do that, please guys. Thank you so much. All right, so let me work on our hands. Let me just blend our hands. Blend our hands like that. You can see, blend the hands. Let me come to our other hand. Blend it, blend it, blend it. So I make sure I blend our knuckles. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. I'll make sure I blend our knuckles, blend our hands. All right, so let me quickly look at the question. Please, picture 8-bit or 16-bit. What's the effect on frequency separation? So this picture has to be 16-bit. Yes, it is 16-bit. It's 16-bit. The major effect is just you have more information to work with. That's all. If you want to do heavy work, just use 16-bit. 8-bit is good. There's nothing wrong with 8-bit. But 16-bit is better because it gives you more information. It makes your image have more depth. You know, that's the major difference between that. White garment and give it a look close. So someone is talking about white garment. Maybe we can work on that in another class, or maybe we'll touch another image after this. Asking how I do my white garment. That's our zone pictures. So I'll see what I can do about that. So Charles is saying the white balance slider, is it your choice to make it cool or not? Yes, it is my choice. It is my choice to make it cool. And what's the name of the tool that you are currently using? Mixer brush tool. That's what I'm using. I don't use regular brush. I use mixer tool. After the advanced frequency, I change to mixer brush tool. So won't you do a discount on the courses? I always do discount. I don't know if discount is running now. I always do discount. Register for my conference. Maybe I'll consider you for a discount. Check the link in the description here. Do you have a camera you like to sell? For these people, no, I'm not selling any camera. All right, so can you help the reason of increase in wet flow? Okay, so I like this, a good question. Info Pressure says, can you help explain the reason for the increase in and decrease in wet flow and the rest? Honestly, I don't know much about it. I'll not lie to you. I don't know much about it. I just know that between 30 to 40 works fine for me. And you don't need to worry yourself. Trust me. Just look for what works well for you when you practice. All right, so I'm good with my frequency separation. I'm good with that. Now I'll click on my dodge and burn layer. I created my dodge and burn layer action. All of these I sell, so you can access it on my store, and it's very cheap. So I created my dodge and burn layer, and with that, when I do my dodge and burn, I like to convert the image to black and white. When I click on the black and white layer, you can see these first two colors, red and yellow. I take down the reds and I take down the yellow. Why? So that it will help me see the bright and dark areas of my images very well. That way my dodge and burn will be more effective. Now I come to my dodge. Dodge means brighten, burn means darken. So the goal of dodge and burn is to brighten the bright areas, and the goal of burn is to darken the dark area. Simple. So on dodge, I click on it. I go back to my regular brush, not mixer brush. My opacity is set to 100 and my flow is always set to 20. Then I go to the bright areas and I brighten it because I'm on dodge. So this area is bright, so I click on it, I brighten it. This nose area too is bright, I brighten it. Our cheek area here is bright. All the bright areas I brighten it. So this black and white idea helps me see it clearly. Then this part of our shoulder is bright, I brighten it. This place is a bit bright, I brighten it. All these bright areas I brighten like that, as you can see. I come down here, brighten it, I brighten it. All right, just like that. Then I come to burn. Come to burn like that, like that. I'm burning the burnt areas. I know that's wrong English, but I don't really care. I don't give it. Actually, what are you doing? All right, so this area of my cheek too is dark. This is dark. Good. All right. So I will now delete my black and white layer because I don't need it again. I just needed to use it to see my dodge and burn. Yes. So my dodge and burn is done. This is before dodge and burn and after. Before dodge and burn and after. Before dodge and burn and after. Now it's too much. My process is to take my opacity of my dodge and burn all the way down to 50 or 55, 60. That's where I operate. I don't leave it at 100 because I want my image to look natural. Those of you that see my work know my image usually look natural. If I leave it at 100, see what we have. Let me show you a closer look. So you see before and after at 100. It's too much. And this is the mistake a lot of you guys make. Everything now start to look fake and cakey somehow. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Don't do that at all. So me, I take it all the way down to like 50. Even the bone part, that's the bone layer itself here. I also click on it and take it down to like maybe 60. Just because I don't want it to be too obvious that I did dodge and bone. Just very light and mild. That's my process. Now it's on 47 and I like it that way. So it doesn't look too much. It doesn't look too intense. All right. So those of you asking if the conference is free or paid, the conference is actually free. So it's very sad that I'm still begging you guys to register. The conference is free, you know. So go ahead and like and click on the link. If you check the description of this video, you will see it there. Register for Launchify conference for photographers. Click on it and register. Register is free, so you have nothing to lose. If you cannot even come in person, you can watch it online. So still register. So at least we'll have an idea of the amount of people that are interested in being a part of the conference. Okay, I'll check it now. Then also, like this video, I can see that we have over 100 persons on this live and we have only 88 that has liked the video. So please click on the signboard like button and like this video. All right. So Ezekiel says, I noticed you don't make the image so clean and flat. Why brushing it? Why is that so? Personally, I like it to look natural. I'm a wedding photographer. I don't want it to look too cakey. I like it to look natural. And if I want it cleaner, after I've done my retouching, I use Portraiture. Don't let anybody come and tell you it's amateurs that's using Portraiture. I use Portraiture well. It helps my image to look cleaner. You know, I use Portraiture very well. In fact, I'll use it now. So now that I have my dodge and burn, and my frequency separation done, I go ahead and flatten my image. I think Portraiture, and there's one they call Skin Fine. Yes. I've not used it before, but I think they said it works like Portraiture. So I've flattened my image, I duplicate it, I go to my filter, Imagenomic, I bring in my Portraiture so as to make my image cleaner. I bring in my Portraiture so as to make my image cleaner. I've applied my Portraiture. So this is Portraiture before and after. I hope you guys can see it. This is, let me zoom in further. This is before and after. Before and after. So when I apply Portraiture, I always take down the opacity to like 50. I take down the opacity to like 50. Then I click on the eraser brush tool. I delete the Portraiture from the eyes. That's why I duplicated the layer in the first place before applying it, so I can have room to delete. I delete Portraiture from the lips. All these lines of a smile on her face, I delete Portraiture from it so it doesn't look weird. That's the mistake a lot of you guys make. I delete Portraiture from all of that so that the image can still look natural and clean. Anything that the Portraiture is affecting, I delete, as long as it doesn't affect the skin. All right. So for those of you asking for the venue of the Launch 25, it's happening in Ikeja, Lagos. So it's happening in Lagos, but if you can't make it in person, you can watch online. So still go ahead to register. All right. So that is it. Now, I have my retouching done. Let me crop it a bit more so that you guys can see the subject clearly. Okay. Now, so retouching done. I want my image to pop. Simple process. I have my curves. I bring in my curves. That's my magic button for making my image pop. That's my magic button for making my image pop. That's my magic button for making my image pop. If you want to learn more on how to use curves, go to my YouTube channel here. You will see tone curve. You see a video on curves. I hope I'm not wrong. But I know I made a video on curve. I made a video on tone curve, but that's for Lightroom. Curves for Photoshop. I don't know if I made a video for it. I think I did. Yes. Where I was teaching how to use curves on Lightroom. On Photoshop. Are you sure I did? To make images pop on Photoshop. Very good. I'm trying to find it, so I'm sure. I know. Okay, I have levels. I don't think I have curves though. Are you sure? I think the one you are saying is tone curve for Lightroom. I have levels in Photoshop. I don't think I have curves in Photoshop. Or do I? Okay, let me not distract myself. Let's just carry on. If I don't, I'll make a video. But nevertheless, follow my process on how I use curves here. Follow my process on how I use curves here so you can see the magic. All right, so here's this. Here it is. So on my curves, you can see this graph right here. You can see this graph right here. So what I do is to come to this right-hand slider of the curve and I pull it in like this. Let And I come to the left hand slider of the curve and I also do the same and I pull it in. Guys, see before and after. If you even wanted it to pop, it's already popping. Is it not popping? Charlie poppy. It's already popping, isn't it? I do the same with my levels. I bring in the right hand slider, I bring in the left hand slider to make it pop. Look at this. Let me group those two things I just did. Command G. See it popping already. So I go ahead, I press the white eyes action, white eyes and teeth action. All of these are for sale, very cheap. I don't know how much it is, but I know it's very cheap. I whiten her eyes. Let me take my flow back to 100. I whiten her eyes. I whiten her eyes. I whiten her eyes like that. Good. So eyes are whitened. Then I take down my opacity to like 40 or 39. I'm in 39 now. I whiten her eyes like that. Yes. Then if I feel it's too dark, I can add a little bit of brightness to make the image bright and nice. See where we were. This is when I came into Photoshop and this is where we are. This is when I came into Photoshop and this is where we are. Can see the difference. It was dull, looking flat and all of that. But after finishing and using my curves and level, see how the image is popping and is looking fresh, nice, classy, clean, gorgeous, lovely, and good. All right. So let's head to the second image. Or you can ask any question if there's anything you want me to add to it. So Adeshu, you said, what do you press when using the brush to making it look like double circle? I think it's showing double circle because you are watching it on a live stream. It doesn't show double circle on my screen because you are on a live stream. On the live stream. Someone is asking for my portraiture setting. ID is asking for my portraiture settings. It's usually on low, the lowest option. That's what I use because I don't want it to be too much. So it's usually on low. What does it mean to flatten image? Flatten image means to close all the layers. Like as it is now, all the layers here in Photoshop. Sorry, I don't think you guys can see my screen. Sorry. So as it is now, all the layers here in Photoshop. If I come to the background layer, I click on the options, you see flatten image here. So when I click on flatten image, it flattens everything. It closes all the layers together. That's what flatten image does. What's the next question there? Someone is asking, how can you get the Portraiture plugin? Honestly, I can't remember how I got the plugin. I can't remember how I got the plugin, but it was it's very easy to find now.
Guys, you are welcome to the Magic House.
Sorry about that, guys. It's available online. It's very easy to find. I'm sure it's on getintopc.com for Windows users. It's on getintopc.com. For Apple users, it's on torrentmac.net. You can get it. And if you want to collect money, you pay money. But you can get it for free. All right. So we have what do you add when you open the Portraiture plugin? Joseph Klein. I do not add anything. No. I just let me show you. So you guys would not think I'm just fabricating anything. So let's go to filter, imaginomic portraiture. I don't add anything. So you can see I'm on normal. The lowest option is what I use. I don't want medium, I don't want strong. So if you just click on normal, this is what the normal presets here gives you. I don't change anything. I don't come to all this schema. I don't do anything. You guys should not stress yourself. That's why you spend 10 hours on one picture. Just click on normal lowest and I press OK. And when it applies, I reduce the opacity to like 50. Then I go to eraser and delete the portraiture from the eyes and the mouth. So it's important that before you apply your portraiture, you duplicate that layer so that you are not, or you flatten, this command shift, control shift, E, I think it's E, so that you can easily delete stuff. You don't do portraiture on top of the background layer. It's not wise. You don't do portraiture on top of the background layer. All right. So, please guys, Launch 25 is free. First lady just wrote it there herself that Launch 25 is free. The original logo of Magic companies. All right. So, Kelechi says, do you make any adjustment to your picture style to get the result with your preset? Yes, I do. I don't know if you were here when we were color grading. Yes, I do. Let me even go back to Lightroom. But yes, I do. But let me quickly answer your questions. Yes, I do. On Photoshop, you did on levels. Ozone, can you repeat your question? I don't get what you mean. Lovely. Where's the okay? I've responded. The conference is holding in Lagos, Ikeja, Lagos. So register. If you are based outside Lagos, you can travel down to join us. If you are not, you can watch online. So you can still register. It's free. It's a free event, but it's a big event. It's going to be the biggest photography conference that you will see in 2025. It's massive. So register. Can we get it downloaded file for Portraiture? I'm not sure. I don't know. I really do not. Just check those sites I mentioned. Getintopc.com for Windows users, then torrentmac.net for Apple users. You can get it there. So if you're asking how you can get the action, check my store. Look at the description of this particular video. You will see the link to my store. You can get it there. Do you adjust your picture style to suit your preset? 100% yes. We'll apply another preset now and show you how I tweak it. How to make skin glowing. You can see the way I made this glow. Like that skin not glowing like this. Let me show you guys again. I don't even know if you guys can see what you guys are seeing. Okay. Our skin is looking beautiful now. See the shots before and after. See now. Before and after. See where we came from and see where we are. All right. So those of you asking what date is the conference is in 29th of January. So it's the end of January. But the reason we want you to register now is because we want to collate data. Know how many people are interested. I want to be part of it so we can prepare for you correctly. So 29th of January. Wizzy said I'm not answering him. So I'm not sure I got your question. Okay, he said I should try my lots. This is a different system. I don't know if my lots are here. My lot will actually make a lot of sense for this particular image, but I'm just trying to find my lot. Just a second, guys. I doubt it's on this system because this is a new system and I've not moved all of the what's it called, material. My hard drive is not here. I'm in Port Harcourt. I'm in the city of Port Harcourt, so I don't really have my ID card here. I said ID card. My hard drive. I don't really have my hard drive here, but I have one Melanin preset here, one of the ones that is in my dark skin lot that I'm selling to you. This is what I even used to build all the lots that I'm selling to you. So let us use it on the image for you to see. Okay, I think I've not opened my screen yet. Let us use it on the image for you to see what I'm doing. So this is the image. So I want to bring in the lots. How do you add lots to images? And the reason I went straight for Melanin is because this lady is dark skin. That Melanin presets are good for dark skin subjects. All right, so I go to color lookup. That's where you color grade from. I click on color lookups. I click on load 3D lots. Then I go to where that lot is. So this one is in my document folder. It's right here somewhere in the Melanin. Yes, right here, Melanin lot. I open it. Automatically it gives me Melanin. Can you see how melaniciously chocolatey the image looks? But I tend not to leave my lots at 100%. I rarely do that. In fact, I never do that. So usually somewhere around 50% or so. Sometimes it's even less than that. I don't like to overdo things to maintain naturality. So this is before and after. This is before and after. So I mean, my skin is looking more browny now, even now that we've applied the lots. What do you guys think? Wheezy, I can't share the lot. Buy it now. It's not expensive. I have it. I have that skin lot collection in my store. It's not expensive, so you can just buy it. See how brown skin and beautiful it looks. Isn't she lovely? So beautiful, so beautiful. I'm so impressed. It looks so good. It looks so good. Wow.
Someone has been asking a question repeatedly.
What question?
I use image texture when I export from Lightroom.
All right, so there's a lot of questions pouring in, so let me quickly run through that quickly. So someone said I lose image texture when I export from Lightroom to Photoshop. Why? No, that's impossible. It means your system has issue. So when you are done on Photoshop like this, okay, I think you can see my screen. So when you're done on Photoshop, my process is when I'm done with applying everything I want to apply, I click on Flatten Image. So everything is flattened. Always flatten image is important to help you compress everything together. Don't save like that. Then I Command S for Mac. For you are using Windows, it will be Control S, right?
Yes.
So Command S for Mac, and it saves automatically. It goes back to my Lightroom. Automatically goes back to my Lightroom. You can see it right here. It's right here on my Lightroom, and it's still very clean and clear. Then I can export from here. Is the vignette not too much, sir? I'm good with it. I like it. I like vignette a lot, so it's not too much. But it's your choice. As an artist, it's your choice. If you feel it's too much for you, definitely you can take it out. You can reduce it if you don't want it. I lose the image texture. Okay, that's different. What's the difference between flattening and creating a new layer on top? It's the same. What's the name? Kolawole is the same. Creating a new layer on top that encompasses everything works. In fact, that's even better. That's actually better. So if that's what you do, don't stop. It doesn't change anything. Me, I'm used to this flattening thing because me, I'm very lazy. So I just flatten and go because I'm sure of what I do, and I know I don't have any reason to go back to correct anything. But the one you do, where you create a fresh layer on top, is actually the better. So carry on with that, please. How do you delete some parts you don't want when applying the portraiture? Wisdom Basi. I do that by... See, let me show you guys what I'm saying. When I want to apply portraiture, Command S, Control Z. I don't know if can they see my screen? Okay, they can. When you want to apply portraiture, let me flatten it again. Make sure you duplicate layer. You can see Command J or Control J. Don't do it on top of the background layer. So you either duplicate layer or you create a fresh layer like the guy asked earlier, but let me not mess with your head. So duplicate layer. When you duplicate layer, that means you are applying the portraiture on the duplicated layer. You are not applying it on the background layer. So that way you can delete anything and your background layer is still there. So if I go to filter, I apply my portraiture, I click on portraiture. Of course, I don't want to apply it twice, but let me just apply it to show what I'm saying. I apply my portraiture, I zoom in. You see, this is my portraiture. Then I can go to my eraser tool and then delete the eye from the portraiture, the eyebrow, the lips, all these lines here. I delete so everything can still look natural. All these lines here, I delete it. Anything that will make it look natural, I delete it. That's the meaning. That's how to make it work. I hope you understand. All right. So, how do you delete? I hope I helped with the Wisdom there. I lose image texture when I've answered that. Do you add loads after this or you just export? I just added loads. I think that I just added loads. If you followed me, and before I save back to Lightroom. Hope this video will still be available on this channel. Yes, it will still be available, but do not hesitate to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. That will make a lot of sense. All right, then we have hope this video will still be available. Sorry, I use image texture. Okay, I've answered that. When it comes to edit more than when it comes to edit more than 100 wedding picture, do you always go through these steps one by one? No. Juice, no. No. Wedding pictures, I Lightroom alone. I don't even Lightroom myself. My team handles all of that. But we Lightroom. We just Lightroom, that's all. For wedding pictures, that's event. The event picture where they are dancing, where they are having fun. We don't retouch all of that. What we retouch is the client's portrait, the personal picture. Even that, we select. So if we select like maybe 80 portraits of the client, we retouch maybe 30 or 40. Then the rest we just color grade. So it's just a very few that we retouch. Sir, please don't you add skin tones? I'm not sure I understand your question. Charles Ezekiel, can you rephrase? Everything we are doing here is skin tone. The color grading, the LUTs, everything, that's skin tone. So I don't get what you mean. Box office football, yes, it will be available for rewatch. I lose image texture when I export from Lightroom to Photoshop. I've answered that. Please, do you touch your background? Yes, I do very well, but in this image I don't think I need to, but yes, I do touch my background very well. How much do you pay someone is asking how much I pay for Photoshop and Lightroom. I pay monthly. I pay $10, I think. Is it 10? I mean $9 per month for both softwares together. Also, do you utilize the AI feature on Photoshop? Yes. Can you show us how to do it? Thanks. So someone is saying I should show you guys how the AI works. All right, let's do that quickly. So let's assume I want to extend this background, maybe add more effects, and I want to use AI. Here's what I do. Am I online? Okay, I'm online. So I click on the crop. I extend it. Now, if I extend it like this and I come to fill, and I use the regular content aware to fill it. Let me extend it very well. If I use the regular content aware to fill it, see what we will get. See what we will get. Can you see that? Can you see that? See what it's giving us. See that is home. But if I do the same with generative fill, let me extend it. And I come here and I click generate. This generative expand is the AI version of it, and you have to be online to use it because it works with internet. You will see what it's going to give us. It gives you a more realistic result. So that's why I like it. It gives you a more realistic result. So it's loading. Why is loading? Let me check the questions. I brought out. Can you see that? Can you guys see the difference? And it gives you 3 options. Can you see the 3 variations to play with here? To choose which one you prefer. Which result you prefer. I think I prefer the first one. You see? You see the way he added to the background? The bed is still there. It even helped us extend the side stool here. Natural. So this is what content aware will not give you. Alright. So someone is saying I should edit using a guy's picture. Okay, I'll see what I can do. We can't edit a lot of pictures tonight, but I'll see what I can do. Can you change normal to soft light? I can change to soft light, but I don't need to do it in this context. So Tiki is saying I should explain the effect of each miniature brush settings, the wet and load me. I really don't know much about it. I will not lie. I don't know much about it, but I know that I leave it between 30 to 40. You know, I leave it between. Maybe you can watch Prince Mason to learn more about all of that. All right. Explain the effect of each miniature brush setting. Like please attend to. I don't really say I should attend to the question. I don't know which question is talking about. I guess I should have answered now. Maybe when can you review our critic image? So, because that's a good idea. Write it down for me, AY, that I want to review their own image. Okay. That will help me guide them. I want to review their own image. Maybe we'll do it in the next live stream. Do you always go through these steps when it comes to edit? More than okay, I've responded this. Okay. There's so many questions. Vince Photography, I answered you. You're not supposed to lose image texture. You flatten and you save back to Photoshop. It's supposed to be the same, except you have a graphics system, a graphics card issue on your system. So maybe you should try it on a different. Maybe you should borrow a reference system and see what happens. So someone is asking how I export image directly from Lightroom to Photoshop. That's very straightforward. I just go to my Lightroom. Let's assume this is the image I want to export. I just click here. You see Edit in here. Editing here, you see it Adobe Photoshop. You just click on it and it takes it there. Then when you are done in Photoshop, just press Command S or Control S. It takes it back to Lightroom for you. All right. So normal soft light on color lookup. Okay, someone is saying I should explain normal. See, the whole idea of this thing is about what you choose to, the result you choose to have. Let me quickly run you through this quickly. Okay, so this is called me when I use color lookup, which is lots. I don't change my blending mode to soft light, but I know if you change it to soft light, it's not going to be bad. But me, I do not change it to soft light. You can see soft light is giving it more contrast. Me, I don't do it. It's a matter of choice. Me, I leave my own on normal. But if you like soft light, no problem. So there's nothing much to explain. Just about how it renders on the image and what you prefer as the creative. It's simple. Those of you asking for the location of the conference is happening in Ikeja, Lagos. Register now. Grab your copy now. All right. So, sir, please explain. This is 2402. Thank you for that review. Thank you so much. 2402 visuals. When can you review? Okay, I think I've passed this part. Alfred and Koye, I subscribe every month for $10 to use this Lightroom and Photoshop. Okay, so please, if you send a question, please send it once so that this whole comment section is not too populated. How do you delete the portraiture? Okay, I've answered that already. You can rewind it if you want to run. I've answered that already. And all of the materials used here are available on the store. All right, so my export settings on Lightroom. Let us touch on that. Bukade Oluwatobiloba Adewusi. So I'm on Lightroom. I'm done. I want to export. Let me show you my export settings. So I come here. I go to export. So you will see I've already saved for prints. If I want to print it, I want to send it for them for do banner or it's for album. I have the settings for print. I have the settings for retouch. This settings for retouch is if I want to send it to my retouchers, because I have people that retouch for me. I don't retouch all of my images. I have a very, very busy schedule. So this is the settings I send if I'm sending to my retouchers. Then this word is the one I use for my Instagram pictures I want to post on Instagram. I use this word. So I think you'll be curious to see that Instagram one, since most of your pictures goes to Instagram. So this is my settings. Let's start with the file settings. I don't really do much with all this file naming and all of that. This one is for video, so we don't need it. So I go straight to the file settings. My quality is usually at 100. My quality is usually at 100, as you can see. My limit file size is not checked, so it's off. My color space is usually sRGB. My okay, I think that's all for the file settings. Then my image sizing also, I resize to fit width and height. As you can see, my width is at 2160, while my height is set to 0. I don't touch my height. It's only my width that is 2160. I learned this from one popular white photographer like that. This is the setting, so I tried to copy it and it worked for me. Then my resolution is set to 150. This is my Instagram setting. I don't print this, but if you print it, it's still very clear. A lot of times I do jobs that we don't remember to print the print settings and we print albums and it's still very clear. So it's very good quality. Then I sharpen for screen. I sharpen for screen for my Instagram images. I always sharpen for screen and the amount is set to low. The amount is set to low. I sharpen for screen and the amount is set to low. You know, and of course I had my watermark. So this is my export settings for Instagram. Then for prints, I have my quality at 100, sRGB, of course JPEG. My image sizing is totally off. Remember for the other one, my image sizing was on and I set this one to 2160 and this one. But in this case, it's off because I want full quality because it's for print. So I don't want any sizing. You should not size it anything. Just give me the full quality. So it's off and my resolution is at 300. That's a perfect resolution for print. Don't do anything higher. You just end up with unnecessary large file. So 300, and that's it for my export settings. You can rewind if you want to rewatch. All right. Alfred Ankoye said, is it necessary to add selective color to tune the skin tone? If you want to, you can add selective color. Of course, let us add selective color on this one. You can add selective color. Let me come to selective color. Selective color. My favorite process of using selective color, you could have seen my YouTube video on that too. My favorite process of using selective color is to add red to the skin and to also make the skin more colorful. Now, my process is I can come to this yellow now. If I take this yellow to the right, it adds more color to the skin. Can you see that? Let me show you guys before and after. Let me show you guys before and after. This is before and after. Can you see the color? I don't know if they can see it. Let me know if you can see it. Let me zoom in some more. Before the selective color and after, it just makes the skin richer. I can come to the cyan here, take it to the left just to give it more red. That's before and after. There are many ways you can use selective color, but this is one of my favorite ways to use selective color. Just give the skin tone more richness and more vibe. It gives it more richness and more vibe. What system do you have? With this photography is asking what system I have. I use a 2019 MacBook Pro Core i9. I plan to change it to M1 very soon, but this works wonderfully well. 2019 Core i9 MacBook Pro. That's what I use. Do you sharpen your images after edit? Yes, I do. Akindayo. I do it on Photoshop. I forgot to do it here, but I do it. Just regular sharpen action. That's what I use. Please use your light setup for this video. Your light setup for this video. I did not do any serious light setup. Oh. Let me show you guys. My light. Someone is asking my light setup for this video. I'm shooting, like I told you earlier, I'm shooting this video with a DJI Osmo camera. You can see it. I'm shooting with a DJI Osmo camera. So I'm not really doing anything. And this is my light setup here. I hope I don't shake my webcam. Can you see? Oh goodness. That's my light setup. Oh. And this lamp here too. That's what's lighting my face. So I did not use anything special. So if you will not be thinking everything is magic. Sometimes you have to improvise. Like I told you guys, I'm in Port Harcourt City now. So I'm not in the office. So I had to just improvise. So we won't have any reason to cancel this class. So you understand? So we won't have any reason to cancel this class. So that's why we do this. Someone is asking how I add watermark. I'll get to that in a bit. How you correct your skin tone, because I'm scared to update my Mac to latest, not to lose any settings. What's your advice? Upgrade this job. You figure out the settings. Are you not a professional? Call away. If you have the money to upgrade your Mac, upgrade it. Except you don't want to. How do you save pictures for Instagram or WhatsApp uploads? Okay, I already touched on that. How do you delete portraiture, lip and eye? I've touched on that. Although I was saying rewind the video to watch that again. Please, I'm scared to update my Mac. Okay, I've passed that. You people are sending questions 5 times. You guys are just making me read questions over and over again. Oh my God. Please like this video and comment. I say comment. Like this video and subscribe to this channel, guys. For those of you that have not liked this video yet. All right. So guys, I'm done for the day. I'm tired. I have wedding tomorrow. I need to prepare. It was a long trip and I need to rest. It's been a long day. But I believe you guys have learned something from this class. Sorry, I can't start a second image. I was hoping I would do 2 images, but unfortunately I can't. So what we can do, will you guys be okay if we do another more retouching classes like this? I think you guys enjoyed this one. So do you want me to do more of this? Maybe next week. Yes, next week when we are back from our retreat. Those of you that did not pay for the retreat, you will miss. You will see video. You will see. So when we're back for the retreat, maybe that will be like on Thursday, Friday next week. We can do another session. Maybe we'll do more images. So I know the more I retouch, the more I color grade. I'm sure the more you guys would be learning from me. You know, I'm sure you guys will be learning from me. So you guys will be learning from me. So for those of you that have not registered for Launch 25 conference, please do not hesitate to register. You'll see the link in the description here to register. And please subscribe to my newsletter. If you check the description here, you would see subscribe to my exclusive Insight by Oluseyi Magic. Please subscribe. I have some tips and tricks I send to people via email, and it will help you to also be a part of my database. By the time I start to release stuff next year now, you'll be a part of it. So subscribe to my newsletter, and also check my store to access my material. So Bukade is saying I should answer his question on white balance. So now I'm not sure. I need to round up, but I don't know if I'm sure of the question. Is okay, what white balance is best? My auto white balance cheat is color anyhow. Bukade, don't use auto white balance again. Stop it. There's a white balance called Kelvin. As a professional photographer, you should use Kelvin white balance. Kelvin white balance, K. There you can control your white balance. If you don't know where to start, just start at 5,000. Because when you press K, it will show you numbers. Start at 5,000. This is a good place to start. If it's too warm, reduce it. If it's too cold or too blue, increase it. That's simple, Bukade. Hope that answered your question. So Tonya is saying we should do another one next week. I will put that in mind, and we'll have more classes on editing, retouching like this that I know can help you take your photography to the next level. Thank you for joining me tonight, guys. Thank you for your patience. I'm sure you got value. You can still rewatch this video. It's right here on the YouTube channel for as long as possible, even though very soon I plan to take down all the videos, all these live videos that I'm doing. I want to take it down, and I'll be having classes for only the serious people that attend. All my classes will be private. So if you don't attend the day of the class, that's the end. But until then, enjoy it while it lasts. So watch the video, watch it very, very well. Watch it very, very well, please. So the video is on my page. Don't attempt to download it. If you download it, you are making me lose. Watch it over and over again on my page. That way, you are helping my channel grow. You understand? You're helping my channel grow. And I believe you've gotten value already. Thank you, everyone, again for joining me today. I celebrate you all. I'm just running through your comments again. Thank you. Like I said, everybody saying thank you. It means a lot. Ganu Salisu is saying Nikon camera settings in the next class. So I was thinking we should have a link where people can put, maybe say, let me write that down, maybe a Google Drive link where people can write down what they want to learn, like a small form, so that anytime I'm preparing for a class, we can just go to where people have said what they want to learn and teach them exactly what they want to learn. I think that would be good, instead of us just coming up with stuff to teach people, because I know people really want to learn more about this editing, so I want to really double down on it. I want to really double down on it. So thank you again, everyone, for joining tonight. God bless you all. I'll see you guys some other time. Cheers.
Guys, you are welcome to the Magic House content space. Let me show you guys around. This is some of my work, something that can inspire you as you walk into our space, before you get to where you take your pictures. I have some amazing works on the wall here. We have some some stubborn cats here. All right, so this is my Magic House space. If you are looking for a place to create amazing content, photography, you're a photographer and you have a client in Lagos, you want to do your pre-wedding photo shoot, birthday shoot, corporate headshot, any type of shoot, even family sessions, of course you can come to my space at a very affordable rate, and get to enjoy the beautiful facility that we have put together here. So this is one of the spaces. You see how beautiful, stunning it looks. So don't come too close to me. Let's show them how beautiful this place looks. See the little elements we have on the walls. We have this mirror, fancy mirror design on the sides, and we're intentional with the lighting. So we put nice spotlights so that when your client is standing in front of the mirror, they get to enjoy the beauty of the spotlight. You understand? They get to enjoy the beauty of the spotlight. And we also have this shelf design here. It's very beautiful, as you can see. Lovely element. It comes with a sofa. We will have some other sofa. If you don't want this particular sofa, we can change the sofa to a different sofa with this center row.